Hey there, gang. It is time for another comic book unboxing video, and we're going to take a look at what is inside this box right here. As soon as I can get John Stewart and Flash to take their fight elsewhere and get out of the way. But then we will break into this box and see what kind of four-color wonders await us today as I get ready to grade these books for sale on eBay. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and this is an unboxing video. And you know the deal by now. I work for a company that buys and sells comic books online, and one of my primary jobs for that company is to grade the books that we sell on eBay as what we call raw singles. So all the books you're looking at here, looking at the top edges of them, these are things we would expect to sell on eBay for, let's say, between 10 and $100. So set your expectations. We're not going to see a Hulk 181 in here, most likely. But we're not going to see any like really dollar books and junk either. Other than that, I have no idea what has been put into this box for me to work on. I need to haul that out. And I'm glad that you're here to just enjoy looking at these old books with me. We'll have some fun. And as Bill Cosby used to say before he was persona non grata, stick around and have some fun. You just might learn something before you're done. So let's not waste any time. Like, share, subscribe, do all the groovy things. Comment away. But here we go. Here's Hulk 282, Hulk and She-Hulk. I think this is the first your fight with the two of them together. So that's a cool thing. Devil Dinosaur #1, some classic Jack Kirby. That's always fun. Amazing Spider-Man 210, first appearance of Madam Web. The Eternals #1, that's a hot book right now. That's a $50, $60, $70 book in decent grade, 7.0 or better. And that's at least what this appears to be. Avengers '99 with Hercules. Inhumans #1, that's nice. Werewolf by Night #4. Actually, this is Marvel Spotlight #4. I think Werewolf by Night first appeared in #2. I do love Mike Ploog art. He, kind of a graduate of the Will Eisner studio, and just picked up a lot of good, solid inking and storytelling skills while he was there. Here's the Joker #1. If you've ever read this, it's not much of a story. So this is one of these things that I will forgive you if you buy it just for the investment and send it right to CGC and put it in a slab. Because the stories weren't very good. Because during this era, with the Comic Code Authority in full force, before it had been even watered down much at all, you couldn't really do a lot with the Joker. He had to lose by the end of every story, and that made a sort of repetitiveness to the stories. And again, this is around 1975 or so. This is even before the Steve Englehart, Marshall Rogers redo on the Joker. He just wasn't particularly menacing. So I think this book probably came about because of the popularity of reruns of the Adam West Batman show. I mean, I don't know that to be true, but I assume it's true. This, by the way, is Catwoman's kind of late Silver Bronze Age costume you don't see much of. It's a pretty crappy costume, frankly. Here's Hulk 168. Fighting the Harpies. Invaders #1. This is a series I really enjoyed as a kid. Inhumans and the Black Widow in Amazing Adventures #1. Somebody has blacked out the price for some reason. Don't know why they would do that. Submariner #35 with the Avengers. Captain Marvel #7. The Coming of Quasimodo. Captain Marvel #4 against old Subby. Thor #158. And I don't know why. Thor was kind of notorious for having these kind of clip art covers. Were they far enough behind on the stories that they didn't have time to do a cover that was associated with the story? Or I don't know why, but Thor during the run, during the Silver early Bronze Age run, had 4 or 5 covers like this, which were kind of just clip art covers. Ragnarok 157. Here's one 154, and this is kind of a clip art cover too. 153. Little earthquake there. Daredevil 25. I believe that's the first appearance of the Leapfrog. Seems kind of ridiculous today, but that's a fun character. I'd like to see a Leapfrog Stiltman team up. That would be awesome. Number 18, I think that's the first Gladiator, although that's not a character you see much anymore. Number 17 with Spider-Man. All right, well, if the sound quality seems different to you all of a sudden, that is because I have had to switch from the headphones microphone to just shouting into the air as I normally do, because I had to plug the iPad in, the power died. And I've been having problems with my iPad lately. It was at 100% not an hour ago, and then it just drained right down to nothing in about an hour and actually shut itself off. I turned it back on, and it still had 15% power. So something weird is going on with this iPad. So if you got any technical expertise there, don't hesitate to give me a clue in the comments below. But I think this is where we left off. We were at Daredevil number 14, and then number 10. I know we mentioned. I got a little ways before I realized the camera was off. We mentioned the Pop Art Productions logo, which was a limited thing for about 3 months. And this is a Wally Wood art on this, Daredevil number 10 with the Annie Men. Here is number 9. And some of the artwork from this was swiped. Remember those Mexican Spider-Man books we looked at a while back? A lot of one of the issues was swiped out of this. This figure in particular was on the cover of one of those. That's also Wally Wood. Here's some Stiltman. I think this is the first Stiltman. I don't know what this black thing is up here, but well, there you go. Do love me some Stiltman. And then this is where we were when I realized that the camera had shut off. The iPad had died of its own accord. Amazing Spider-Man 59, and this is the first cover appearance of Mary Jane. So that makes that book kind of special. Kind of dig that dress and the go-go boots, if you want to know the truth. And let's pull out another stack here. Now this top book here is interesting. Ghost Comics, number 3. Who is this? This is Fiction House. So Fiction House, you may know, they were famous for Jungle Comics and Rangers Comics and those types of things. I don't know if I remember Ghost Comics, but that's quite interesting. Wow. Silver Surfer, number 8. Number 14, with the price blacked out. We saw another one earlier that had a price blacked out. Adventures into Fear, or Just Fear, and the Indicia with Man-Thing. And this book is actually the first appearance of Howard the Duck. He kind of pops in there towards the end. Captain America, that's an award-winning cover. Won in a, I think, was it a Reuben? No, not a Reuben. I forget what the award was called. The Alley Awards, maybe? I don't know. There was a comic book fan award that ran through the 60s, and I just know this was the best cover of 1968, I think it was. Here's number 108. Here's an Amazing Spider-Man with the first appearance of Puma. This is 265, first appearance of the Silver Fox, and it's a newsstand edition. Here's a newsstand Daredevil with Bullseye, 169, right in the Frank Miller era. Kingpin, 170, 180, 178, 177. What's this next one? I think it's the same thing. I think it's another 177. Yep. So here you've got a newsstand version and a direct sales version. And it looks like just for measure, we've got another direct sales version. Here's 176, 175, 173. 172. More bullseye. At last, monthly. So Frank Miller took over Daredevil with number 158, and it took until number 171 before Marvel had seen enough movement in the sales that they decided to take the book back to monthly status. It had been bi-monthly for a long time. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's a Harvey comic book, and the Black Cat was a Harvey superheroine, but when superheroes fell out of favor, Harvey changed the direction of the book, kept the title, so the Black Cat became Black Cat and Mystery. There's no more Black Cat in the book, but it is just some good old-fashioned horror and gore. Oh, Wings Comics. So this is another Fiction House book, all about the aviation craze. Aviation comics were big in the early comics. Almost every anthology had a globe-trotting, adventure-bound, two-fisted aviator. And Wings was chock full of them. Here's Batman, number 210, and we spoke earlier about the silver early Bronze Age costume for the Catwoman. Probably her least best costume. Another one of that Captain America 113. Police Comics. Oh, wow, this is cool. Nice. Number 96. Plastic Man squelches the sinister Black Widow, and she looks... Boy, that's what the kids used to call headlights. And if you don't know what headlights are, I'm not going to tell you. But this Black Widow looks very much like the very early Natasha Romanoff Marvel Black Widow, before she got the cat suit that she's most known for. Interesting. And Woozy is quite taken with her. So that's pretty cool. Wow. Bet you that does well. Be interesting to see what kind of grade that comes out to. Once I sit down and do the grading, I can see rust on the staples, so that might not get above a 2 or a 2.5, but it's pretty neat. Pretty neat, I'll say that. All right, let's pull out this next stack. And we've got another issue of Police Comics. Wow, I don't know why these didn't go to CGC. Here's number 87. Huh. Number 63. Now, I don't think Jack Cole is still on Plastic Man at this point. I'd have to look it up. Here's an actual Plastic Man, number 21. And this little ID in the North America, if you don't know, that's independent distributors, and that was kind of the conglomerate association of all the different comic book or magazine distributors of this era. What is this here? LA 30128. Might be a phone number. The Adventures of Jerry Lewis, fairly late in the run, number 110. That's cool. It's another issue of Wings Comics. Wow. Now, maybe these are a little brown and brittle. I don't know. But that's something I would have sent that to CGC. As I would Jumbo Comics, number 119, with Sheena. Wow. And, the Fiction House magazines tended to treat, although they were, tribal Africans, the Fiction House magazines were, fairly respectful. They didn't, they tended to draw them realistically and not in a stereotypical way, as was common in this era. Crime Does Not Pay. This is a Lev Gleason book, number 99. Oh, that's cool. Chip Gardner, Private Eye. It's another Crime Does Not Pay. These kind of gray wash tone panels here. That's number 88. Not intended for children. So this is somebody has got wind of Dr. Wortham, I believe, at this point. They're trying to maybe save themselves. But no, all this would be dragged right under in the juvenile delinquency scare of the mid-50s. Here's Wings number 102. This is more issues of Wings than I've ever seen anywhere else before at one time. Batman 211. There's another Wings. Number 100. Back when, you didn't really make a big deal out of an anniversary issue like a 100. This isn't a big jumbo, double-sized, cross-company-wide event. It just happens to be the 100th issue, that's all. This, though, well, I guess she's supposed to be in the foreground, and that's, but it doesn't look like that copter is as far away as I suppose we're, meant to presume it is. It looks like she's kind of giant size. To me, anyway. Aquaman number 26. Meet the Huntress. Well, that's not the Huntress I know. Here's another Wings. 103. Captain Wings, Ghost Squadron, and Suicide Smith. Now, this one's out of proportion, too, because this plane seems way bigger than it should be. Or they're way smaller. I'm not sure. House of Mystery during the Mystery era, 178. That's a Neil Adams cover, too. Neat. The Avengers, number 68. The Barker. Cool. Barker, number 11. So this is Quality Comics, and the Barker was a carnival barker, if you know what that is. Somebody who stood outside of the tents, the attractions, and tried to entice people to lay down their 2 bits and go inside the tent and have a look. And so this was kind of a comedy adventure thing with the Barker and all of the circus freaks, the fat lady, the strong man, the midget. And so there you go. And here's a joke. You need a pneumatic drill to give the strong man a tattoo. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this next book. This is a really great box. Plastic Man number 29. So this probably is Jack Cole. Wow. Now we've got some, some brittleness, it looks like, some chipping, but still. Surprised that didn't go to CGC. National Comics. So the Barker ran in National Comics as well as his own title, and that's number 68. I don't think his own title lasted very long. Number 68. This one looks like it's got a little bit of water damage here on the edges. It's number 105. Number 98. Here we've got, now what is sexier than a hot blonde or, well, I was going to say she's maybe a redhead, strawberry blonde, but that was just a light. But in high boots and jodhpurs, that's that's some hot sex right there. Let's go. That's number 109. Number 93. And Fiction House was known for having these sexy, sultry, good girl art covers. Here's Wings number 85. Wings featuring Captain Wings. What is this? Bob Lubbers is the artist. Number 86. Wow. And there's number 82, Police Comics with Plastic Man. And number 97, again with Plastic Man. Out mimics the mime, master of makeup. That's alliteration that Stan Lee could be proud of. This is it's not very good condition, but this is a classic cover of the Atom. Iron Man number 11. Ooh, an EC book. The Vault of Horror number 23. Nice. Nice. Captain America. Who is the new Captain America? I think we know by now. X-Men 244, first appearance of Jubilee. Thor number 390 with the Avengers. Moon Knight #1. This is the, well, I don't know which one this is. Moon Knight has had about a dozen reboots lately. Guardians of the Galaxy. We saw about 4 of these in the last box. Black Panther #4. Oh, and I had asked what PSR was in a recent video, and it's a rating. It's parental supervision recommended. So I don't know. I don't think you should be doing a Black Panther book that you need mom and dad's permission to read. If you need parental supervision to read the Black Panther, you are doing the Black Panther wrong. That's just my opinion. There's #3. There's another #3. Spider-Man, double-sized 500th issue. As I recall, they had to kind of gimmick the numbering a little bit to come out with a 500. World War Hulk #1. Well, we're running the real gamut here from the Golden Age to the Digital Age, Modern Age, Diamond Age. I'm not sure exactly what year some of these books came out, these newer ones. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Now, some of these Star Wars books, that's #1, have really taken off. It's, first appearance of this character or that character, and I couldn't tell you which one. I'm not enough of a Star Wars fan outside of the original trilogy, and was never really into all the extended universe stuff. So I couldn't tell you. But we have also had in these boxes lately a lot of Star Wars stuff that's like, $3 books. And it's like, well, why are we trying to sell that as a single? So, I don't know. You might be freaking out over something that I'm showing here. I've got no idea what I'm looking at. I just grade them. This is some Thunderbird action. I think this is a first Hellions. X-Men 193. 191, I think, is the first Nimrod. There is X-Men 211. I bet this is X-Men the rest of the way. This is, by the way, the final stack. 212, nice Alan Davis cover with Sabretooth on 213. More Sabretooth on 222. There's 210. First appearance of Cable, albeit as an infant, in 201. 107 with the Imperial Guard. This one's pretty low grade. 267. I don't know if I know what 267 is. Second Gambit, maybe? I don't know. Or technically third Gambit. That's first Bishop, although I think he's just pretty much on the cover and a cameo inside. Scar, Son of Hulk, #1. And this looks like it's a sketch cover variant. No, it's a third printing variant. Well, there you go. The Brute Who Shouted Love at the Heart of the Atom, a classic Harlan Ellison story. From Hulk #140. Hulk 193, where he fights everybody. Although I think, if I recall correctly, these are all like illusions or something. Here's Sandman 138, and it looks like, not the last, the penultimate book in the box, 137, against the Abomination, and here against the Behemoth, #136. Oh no, he's Xeron the Star Slayer. Well, I guess he's both Xeron and the Behemoth. He's got all kinds of names. But that's it. That's that box. I hope you had fun, despite the battery issues. Come back again tomorrow, or rack them up and do it again. And until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.